Hey guys, so I want to do a video basically talking about my recent sale of my eBay business. So as you guys know, I've been selling on eBay since 2019. In the fall, that was when I had my first sale. Thank you, Lewis. That's a guy who bought a Oakley's hard shell case cover for $9 free shipping. Yes, I posted it $9.99 free shipping. It sold in 2 hours. So that was kind of what kicked off my eBay journey. The journey has come to an end. I ended up selling the business a couple weeks ago. A gentleman drove from a little over an hour or so away. He bought the entire business. I had 1,800 items and I cut him a good deal. I sold it to him for $2,500. So as you can imagine, that's like what, $1.50 a piece. But I also threw in 2 of the Husky racks. I threw in all of the 8x8x30 boxes. I gave him a bunch of the poly mailers, which I still have some poly mailers available. And I think for this video, whoever reaches out first through email or Instagram or Facebook after I post this video, send me your info and why you think I should give you the poly mailers, and then I'll send them to you. So that's what I'm gonna do for the giveaway, and that's just what I decided. I don't think I'm gonna be running any lives or anything like that, just because I have so many other things to do. But yeah, we're going to the office now, and I'm gonna kind of talk to you like what I'm thinking, my thoughts and everything about the whole situation, getting out of the business and like what my new business entails. So I'll just take a little cruise up to the 7th floor. But yeah, the gentleman that bought the eBay store was really nice. I don't know if he's actually gonna list every single one of the items or if he's gonna wholesale some of it. I'm really not sure. He had just gotten into reselling a couple months ago, but him and a friend were partnered and they were buying quite a bit of inventory. So I don't know what type of model he's doing, but you know, there's a lot of ways you can get this job done. But yeah, it was cool. He came, my brother-in-law helped me load. You know, I threw him a little bit of cash, but we're gonna see what the office looks like now. It was actually pretty, not like emotional, but you know, I was a little, you know, it's just kind of like the end of an era, like a chapter is turned. So here is the studio where I live stream. There's actually some Christmas clothes that came in. I ran the live stream yesterday morning. And as you can see here, of course, I got this bed frame assembled with the mattress. That was another couple products. I got like this lift desk. This is a motorized lift desk. I got that assembled. So basically, after I review a product and make a video for the company, I'll sell it on Facebook Marketplace and try to get some money. So I'm still reselling in a sense. It's just not, it's not on eBay. It's a bit sad. All the boxes are gone. There's a bunch of random junk up there, a bunch of clothes that gets streamed and all that stuff. But yeah, it was tough. So in addition to that, I also told Randy that I no longer needed her. So I gave her a nice bonus for all her hard work, and we're still friends, of course, but you know, I hired her for eBay, and now that I don't do eBay at volume or really at all, I had to let her go. So that was probably harder than selling the business. Basically now with my current business, I don't really need an employee. I mean, I could possibly hire somebody to like do videos for me, like a model in a sense, but they also have to be able to speak on camera and they have to accept low pay. So not like low pay, but they can't get paid a lot for the talent level required. So that does become pretty tough. I have a couple people, I have 2 women that like do stuff, but sometimes they just get the products for free because they want the product. So it's kind of, you know, I'll pay them a little bit and then usually they just get the products. But yeah, also with like TikTok Shop, like I was talking about, like this company reached out and they wanted to send this nitric oxide soft chews. So they sent me the chews and I made the video, and then I go to TikTok to actually like tag the linked item so that people can watch the video and possibly purchase, and then the company makes a sale, I make the commission. And the company didn't even have the link available. So like I did the whole video, I made everything, and then all of a sudden I couldn't even tag it. So I was thinking like, well, what's the point of that? Like, so TikTok Shop, it really is the Wild West. Companies are just kind of throwing money around in the form of like products. Sometimes you can get paid deals. You get high commission rates on that. This product, for instance, I think is like, I don't know if it was like 30, I don't know if it was $20 or $30, but I think it was $20 and the commission was going to be $9 on a $20 product. So that's like almost 50%. That's a tremendous amount of money, because if you think about, you know, profiting you know, $7, $8, $10, $20 per listing on eBay and how long it takes to get everything, especially with me with the travel. You could just make a video like that, and if it did pop off, you could make hundreds of dollars on that, or you know, pretty good money in like 10 minutes if you made a good video. So that's kind of the whole game now. But these poly balers, they are available. I still have them. There are, I think, 350. I think there's 7 packs of 50, possibly. 6. So maybe there's 300. I may end up keep one bag. I may keep one bag. I don't know. So you're gonna get like 250 to 300, and I'll ship them out to you guys. So just let me know. Like, you guys know my socials. It's Instagram. And just, it's got to be like a private message, either email, Instagram, because I don't want you to put your address on the comments on YouTube. But I will send it out to the first person who comments. That's just how I'm going to have to do it, because, well, I don't really want to run a live necessarily right now for reselling. But yeah, so now that I got to the office, I'm thinking, like, what do I need to do? The first thing I do is I usually get coffee or an energy drink. So I'm probably going to make a coffee. And then I need to decide if there's any products here that I need to review. I have a lot at home I need to review. And then I also have somebody coming to buy a bunch of it. So I work with a flea market company. Well, it's a woman who has a flea market business. Well, she, yeah, she has like a miniature flea market in a sense. It's like a solo flea market style. It's actually pretty cool. So she buys a ton of my items in bulk. So basically, I'll get sent tons and tons of items, and then I'll make videos on them. And then some of them are only like $20 to $40 retail, and then she'll pay like a few bucks for them. So I usually make like big piles, and then twice a month she comes and buys up all the stuff. So it's actually a pretty fun deal. And I got a foosball table recently, so her and I were playing foosball. So we may start gambling on foosball as part of the deal, because it's pretty exciting, and she's really good at it. I feel like people in like their 50s and older, like foosball was actually like a pretty big deal for them in their childhood. So like she's actually really talented at foosball. So I'm pretty good myself, but she is she's actually a pretty good competition. So yeah, we're still rocking the White Monsters. That's pretty much my go-to energy drink. And then we have the coffee, which it is colder today. It's getting pretty cold in Texas, so coffee is always nice. But I think I'm going to start with an energy drink. I also got, I don't know if you guys know this, but they have these game sticks available. So there's these game sticks where you plug it in to the HDMI of your TV, or use HDMI to connect it. And basically you can play up to like 10, 20, 40,000 games depending on which one you got. And I got one, but I couldn't find a good game. I found like Road Rash. I don't know if you guys know that one. It was PS1 and N64. Pretty fun game, but I couldn't figure out how to save in-game. I need to figure that out. I think it does work, but then I found Super Mario. So I actually think I'm going to chill out and play some Super Mario. I kind of spend a little time in the morning like planning out my day. Usually I like to do it at night, but I was hanging out with my son, and I had some other things I had to take care of. So then, you know, now I have about like 30 minutes to an hour to kind of just goof off and plan out my day, and then start making some content. So I definitely want to run a TikTok, as far as either doing a TikTok live possibly. I'd love to do it on those little beat shoes. I think that'd be a pretty good one. But the link's not available. So I'm probably going to pick like a clothing item that's on TikTok, make a TikTok, post it, maybe answer some emails. I always have emails and messages. Like once you get into content and you know, doing work for companies, like people just reach out nonstop. It's pretty wild how it works, and it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Another update is I've been hooked on YouTube videos about people repairing old trucks and old cars, and like buying them and fixing them up. And obviously they have a plethora of tools, and they have shops, even garage shops, that are just far superior to what I have. So it got me kind of into like, maybe I should buy an old vehicle and like repair it in my spare time. But I don't really have spare time because I have the 2-year-old and I have these businesses that I run. But I was thinking, I already have like an older truck. So I have a 2012 Chevy Silverado, the Z71 that I got for 12 grand. And it's at 55,000 miles right now. I'm just going to upgrade that. So I may do some video, like just either incorporating it into what I'm doing day to day with this channel. But yeah, I know it's been a long time since I put the video out. I did want to talk about somebody who commented on the last video, and I was waiting to respond to their comment because I wanted to talk about it on the channel. So I'm going to pull out my laptop, which we got the MacBook Pro. We stopped messing around. Once we had a little bit of success, we invested some money here's the there's the game box I was talking about. That's the one that's got Super Mario. I think most of them have Super Mario, but it's funny because it looks like a PS5, but it's definitely not a PS5. I showed it to my brother-in-law who was helping me, and he's got a PS5, and he was like, dude, this is terrible. And I was like, it's not, though, because I'm not like a big gamer. You know, it's fun to like get on there for like 10, 15 minutes, but it just kind of reminds me how bad I am at games. Okay, so the last video from 2 weeks ago is from Pegasus Lounge. So he was talking about, it's a long comment, so I'm going to go ahead and I may screenshot this and I can put it in the video if you want to check it out, but it's hard to put big text in the videos. It's always very small. So I'll read it out here. Pegasus was commenting on LSG Rob. So LSG Rob's been watching the channel for a while. He said LSG Rob had mentioned that he sells 10 to 15 items a day, and he says 30 plus shipping, average profit of 25 per item. I think that's what it was. And then Pegasus was saying that I was interpreting Rob as saying he had 100% sell-through. And then Pegasus says, I don't resell, so I don't know the realistic sell-through rate. Maybe it's half, 60%, 30%. And then he goes, so whatever you calculated, cut it by 40 to 60%, more like 30 to 50K a year. I'd say right in between a good job or a good side hustle / job. The question is how much time is dedicated and what happens when an item that doesn't sell after 60 days. Do we leave it or mark it down? What if the sell-through rate, what if it doesn't sell after 90 days? How do we liquidate this and regain our capital? So a few things, Pegasus, I'm talking to you. First off, you can have a 100% sell-through rate. Like, you absolutely can. One of the first people that I saw in person and talked to was Mike. That's K&M Resell. Mike had a 100% sell-through rate. I'm pretty sure Rob probably has a 100% sell-through rate as well. And I'm pretty sure LSG Rob is at like a high level for full-time. So I do think he's probably making over 100K, if not 150 on this business. And then, you know, you're saying like you don't resell, but you don't know the realistic rate. So you're just guessing numbers, half, 60%, 30%. Yeah, it's kind of off. So anyway, I would say typically sell-through rate is like half, but there are some high-level sellers that comment and stuff, so you can't really take that for just guessing numbers. And as far as like if something doesn't sell in 60 days or 90 days, yeah, you absolutely mark it down. That's at least what I did. I would mark down the oldest like percentage of my store every single day, and then I would do that every single day. So that was part of the strategy to get rid of that. And then yeah, like obviously the 1,800 items that I sold to the gentleman wholesale when I sold the eBay store, all of that stuff was very old. Like a lot of that was very old items. Now there was some new stuff, some good stuff, but a lot of that was just items that didn't sell. So he may be able to make like $5-6 on them if he finds somebody to buy it, and he'll make plenty of money because he has so much volume. But yeah, he can like cherry pick the best items and do whatever there. Also, Pegasus, you said the problem with the reseller model is the amount of listings on your account has nothing to do with the potency of how well anything sells because you only have one copy of it. So he's talking about having a one-off store as opposed to having replenishables. He says sourcing 2,000 items is not the same as having 2,000 listings you accrued over time. Sourcing 20 items a day and selling half of unsold rolls over. If anything you sourced couldn't even sell one copy in 60 days at a fair price, I think it's safe to say it's a dead item. Sure, there are things that sell after 8 months or 2 years, but your money is tied up and your inventory is an opportunity cost that you could have done something else. Your business is a living entity, and it's also uncompromising and unforgiving. So, yeah, definitely different takes, man. I'm not... I think narrowing in on like how you're seeing these businesses and how they should run is a lot different from how a lot of people see eBay businesses. I mean, you can have like relic items or antique style items that will take 2 years to sell, but then you can get all the money for them because you're looking for a particular buyer. Also, it really depends on the category, and clothing is seasonal. So yeah, maybe it doesn't sell in 60 or 90 days, but maybe after 6 months it absolutely will start selling. So I mean, like more often. And then Pegasus, you say you buy items in bulk. You start with small amounts like 200 units. You do the same thing as us. You take the photos, make the listing. If it moves 5 a day, then we throw the kitchen sink at it. Professional photos, models, the works. Refined titles. Okay. And then you say, then you reorder if it's selling. Then if it's moving too slow, you mark it down and let it die. So basically, yeah, you're pushing replenishables at volume, and you're trying to, like, you're guess and checking pretty much with what does well, and then you're improving that listing if it's good or not. So a completely different style than like one-off reselling with sourcing like at thrift stores or however people are sourcing. So yeah, pretty interesting take, man. I wouldn't knock other people's strategies. You know, LSG Rob is absolutely like a strong seller, but interesting to hear your point of view. So appreciate you commenting. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of update you guys as I go through my life. Like, it may be a couple videos a month. You know, there may be some dry spells, but we're making things happen. Things are looking up. Black Friday, Cyber Monday was like a huge success in the way that I'm doing business now. So huge sales seasons, fourth quarter. So get your boxes and your bubble wrap if you need it, because you know things are going to be selling. But hey, appreciate you guys. As far as the gentleman who bought the eBay store, thank you, man. It was a big relief. I don't have to ship every day like I did for the last 4 years. You know, shipping every single day. We no longer have to do that. So again, appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.